Harvest protocols in 3, 2, 1. Initializing streaming protocols in 3, 2, 1.
Well, hello everyone. Hello. Today we're doing another Sleepy Albion online farming session. Yay! Let me also quickly put on a BGM because I just fucking feel like it. And, let me... What? Hold on a second, guys. I'm trying to figure out my fucking BGM. See? Just chatting BGM. Both. Wait. Yeah, that should work. Okay. We've theoretically got a just chatting BGM on right now. Let me know if it's weird or if you guys hear some echo or something. Because I changed the audio settings on it a little bit. It's not going to be very loud. But it might actually be less loud than usual. Anyway, let me know if the just chatting BGM is a bit off. Or whatever. So hi, farm and chat once again today. Because I'm dirt poor, or at least I was yesterday, and, well, now I've got 230k in my pocket. But I want at least 300k before we start going back into red zones to farm, so... we shall see, you know what I mean? Alright. Let's see. Items sold. We sold 3 miners caps in Mark Lock for 14k total. That's 5k total for a fucking miners tier 4 miners cap. That's awesome. See, potatoes sold. Tin ore sold. Let's go get... See, like, this is the kind of min-max harvesting gamer that I am. It's like, I'm like, I can't read my mail. I gotta go, you know, read it while I'm fucking harvesting. Gotta move, you know, like... Alright, that was not very much. Adepts, Jumberlack, Jumberlack? Lumberjack. Work boots. Let's see, there we go. Yeah, so we got a bit of money. Little bit. We're wearing our logging gear, so I was gonna just, like, grab some wood and stuff. Level up our wood harvesting. Well, let's check out the daily bonuses in just a second. I want to eat a pie and then we'll, you know, grab some stuff. Pardon me. Yeah, let's eat a harvesting pie. I think this is that's the last one that we own. I didn't find any in Martlock. I guess people just don't cook in Martlock or something? Because I know those pies exist. There just weren't any on the market, which is fascinating, actually. Alright. Hello, Wisp. How are you today, Figgies? I hope you had a decent night's sleep. I kind of did. I was like tossing and turning all night, but I was like half asleep the whole time. So I got like 7 hours of half sleep, I guess. I don't feel terrible yet, so that's a good sign. Especially because I didn't sleep at all the night before. I would have thought, like, if I got... Like, I feel better than I felt yesterday. And, the night before last, I got, like, no sleep, practically. So, like, the fact that I feel better must mean that I at least got, you know, like, I made a little progress toward being rested. So that's my theory, at least. That's my theory. Alright. I am gonna be keeping my eye on soda, though. Try to stay caffeinated and stuff. And then I'll try to put the caffeine away at, like, you know, 5 or 6, and then actually get sleep tonight, hopefully. Because, like, since I've been off my boosters, I've just been doing caffeine instead, which is, like, a good step down, but it's not, like, not stimulants, you know? So, I do need to actually get off the stimulants. Alright. Trees, please. I would like trees to chop. And for that golem to leave me the fuck alone. Oh hey, I just realized that's why it feels so quiet, is because I turned the audio like all the way fucking down yesterday. You guys can't hear my cow moo! That is a very necessary sound for you guys to hear. But like I was listening to, I was watching ASMR, or like listening to ASMR while I was playing this game last night, and yeah, I don't want to hear my cow go moo all the time when I'm listening to like really quiet ASMR, and it's just like a really loud moo. It's kind of disconcerting, you know, like... Yeah, so I like got the game. I wanted like some sound effects, but I just made them really quiet. So that is what I did. That is how I handled that problem at the time. Dude, I love harvesting. You guys already know that because I've been doing it for like a week straight. Not that I'm complaining though, like, am I self-conscious about that? And if so, why? I guess part of me is like, ah, nobody wants to watch me just chop logs. And then another part of me is also like, ah, shit, it's a PvP game. People are gonna think I'm a wimp if I don't PvP all the time. Just like, who cares? Who fucking cares? People could think I'm a wimp all they want. People think that anyway, even if I kick their asses. Over and over again. People are just like that. People judge people. God. See, handling my insecurities through mindfulness is much healthier than handling my insecurities through trying to kill people in video games. Well, okay, although killing people in video games is not nearly the worst way to handle your insecurities, though. Like, I'll be honest, I'm insecure as fuck. Most people are. Probably all people are insecure. In some ways. I don't know, I wouldn't trust someone who wasn't at least a little insecure. But, like, openly, right? You know, if you're insecure in your way of dealing with your insecurities, being an asshole, then I don't want to, you know, I wouldn't trust you that way either. Look at all these solo dungeons that I could do if I felt like it, but I don't. See, there it goes again. See, at a certain point, I can't tell at which point is it me trying to explain away why I don't want to fight stuff, and at which point is it just, like, me being silly. Man, we're going really deep this morning, huh? It's fucking 10 a.m. What's 10:09? Okay, now it's 10:10. On a... what day is today? On a Wednesday. It's 10 a.m. on a Wednesday. That's just too deep for 10 a.m. on a Wednesday. Look at this uncommon iron ore, which I will be taking, even though we're logging mainly, rather than, you know, mining. But, like, it's here. It's right here. I'm gonna take it. It's uncommon, like, you know what I mean? That stuff's more valuable than the regular kind. It gives more XP as well. Doot. There we go. I do like that you have to put a lot of time into the harvesting to get, like, you know, the higher level stuff. But I also like that it, you know, you could just... like, I'm pretty high level at harvesting already. I can harvest the orange stuff. And I, you know, I haven't even fucking killed anyone in this game yet, and I can already harvest the orange stuff. That's how, you know, like, you can just do what you fucking want in this game, and I like that. Actually, the really funny thing is, though, the funny thing about me harvesting constantly in this game so far is that, like, all of the reasons that I want to play this game is, like, you know, like, the open world PvP related stuff. Well, okay, and the economy, which I am participating in, but, like, I'm enjoying the game just doing solo harvesting stuff with, like, the promise of future open world PvP content, which I think it's just funny, because it's like, you know, all of the reasons I was excited about this game were mostly the open world PvP stuff, which I'm not engaging in at all. And it's like, oh, okay, so this game is fun in other ways. I mean, I knew that, but it's just... it's funny to me, I guess. Hey, a graphics bot liked my tweet, my going live tweet. They sure do exist, those graphics bots, trying to scam VTubers and would-be VTubers. All the time. Needs more cedar trees. So I'm can level. That's chestnut. I'll take chestnut though, cause like yesterday, I brought chestnut logs, or no. Yeah, I brought chestnut logs to Port Sterling yesterday, right? And they were so expensive. Like I could have sold, I think I sold a few. Because, you know, there was a refining bonus, which, speaking of, actually, what's today's stone refining bonus and crossbow bonus? Okay, that'll be really easy, because that'll be really easy for us to take advantage of, because crossbows, where is the local ALBION online local production bonus? Let me look this up again. See, crossbow is in Bridgewatch. Ah, dang, okay. Dang, okay. So we don't actually have what we need to well, okay, we don't have the local production bonus, on crossbows in Martlock, but, I mean, we can still fucking make them. We can still make them. And then, oh hey, all offhands have a bonus in Martlock? I didn't realize that. We should make some offhands. Some offhand equipments. Like, I bet we can make a lot of those with the materials we already have. Because the problem with crafting for me right now, is that anything that requires, like, you know, what, cloth or hide, you know, like cloth or tanned leather or whatever, I have a really hard time getting it because, first of all, I don't usually farm my own, so I don't already have a bunch of, like, the processed stuff. But also the processing stations for hide and cloth in particular are not very cheap right now. So, and I don't have my own at my own island or whatever, so, like, I mean, I do, but they're, like, level 1 or whatever, and I haven't upgraded them yet. I assume you can upgrade them, but yeah, anyway, but, like, so basically I just have to buy my own cloth and leather, which gets really expensive considering that, like I said, the processing buildings are really expensive right now. So everybody's, like, you know, marking up their stuff, I guess. Maybe? I don't know. It's just expensive. I don't have that kind of money. But a lot of the things I want to craft require, you know, cloth or leather in addition to the materials I actually have. So, I mean, there's spears. Like, spears require, what, metal and wood? But they have a bonus in Fort Sterling, which we're not there, or close to there right now. So, yeah. But yeah, I want to craft a bunch of shit today and make a bunch of money. That is the hope, right? That is the hope. Is to make loads of monies. Loads of money. Probably should have taken that green titanium. Oh well. I didn't feel like it, so there. We have over 200k in our pocket right now. Well, like, you know, in our pocket in terms of silver, but also in terms of items, you know, that are worth collectively 230k, so yeah, so we might be set for a bit. Theoretically, if we could get you know, good prices on various goods that we can craft. And good prices on the crafting itself. Like, let me look at, where are we even? Let me look at the crafting stations in Marchlock. Like, here's the Warrior's Forge, like 2.5k, 2.5k-ish, 2.5k. Yeah, so that's the cheapest, which is not very, that's pretty expensive, I think. If I remember right, but yeah, we can make some stuff. We can make some weapons, and I don't know if you make the offhands there, but I'm guessing you do. And, yeah. Heck yeah, give me them logs. We actually have a shitload of cedar logs right now. I wonder if I claimed my daily chest yesterday. I think I did, but I'm not sure. Did I even get my daily chest yesterday? Probably. Ah, yes, okay, I have claimed- wait. That's not it. Yo, I don't think I changed it. Or claimed it. Oh, yeah, I guess I did. Wait, available? Oh, I've almost completed that challenge. Wait, when does it reset, though? When does that reset? And, next bonus in about 18 hours. Okay. I think that makes sense. I think? When is rollover in this game? So that's what, like... 10... So that's like in the morning? Like 6 in the... That doesn't make sense to me, but okay. Maybe it's just like... No, I have no idea. I have no idea when it rolls over. And why I have like a half-finished one right now. Maybe that's a weekly, I don't know. Anyway. Let us continue on looking for goodies. We're about halfway done with our goose pie, which is the last one that I could find. Yeah, let's just head back here. We'll head around, like, east, southeast. No rough logs. Dislike very much. That being said, rough logs are actually used for some things. I should start fishing again in this game. Fishing is fun, and I was actually a tier 5 fisher before I even got... yeah, I was able to equip a tier 5 fishing rod before I was even able to equip like a tier 4 sickle. Which is funny. I don't know why, I just find it funny. Like, a lot of people in games, even if they do harvesting, like, they don't do fishing, because usually fishing isn't that useful in games. In MMOs, at least. I don't know what it's like in Albion, though. I'm guessing... I mean, people will buy fish. I'm not sure if it, like... if it's efficient relative to, like, other harvesting disciplines, though, I guess, is the thing. It's also kind of one of those harvesting jobs where, like, you have to kind of roam around a lot, and... Pardon me. Jesus. You probably... Oh, hey, we got it. There we go, and we got our other thing. Our daily bonus has been completed, yay! Okay, so... Ooh, monthly premium rewards. Well, those don't go away. We don't have to have that finished anytime soon. But anyway, like I was saying, fishing. So, it's one of those things where, like, usually you don't want to focus exclusively... Well, okay. So it's my guess that in this game you don't want to focus exclusively on fishing because it's kind of slow and you gotta roam around a lot, and like if you're roaming around anyway, you may as well, you know, like do other, you know, harvesting while, you know, you're next to the, you know, just kind of running around next to the water looking for fishing spots. And yeah, like I said, it's kind of slow, I feel like, so... But again, in a player-driven economy, that kind of means that, like, fish will be even more valuable, because, like, you know, the harder they are to get, the more people aren't getting them, because, you know, the more it'll be worth. But obviously there also has to be demand for fish in the first place. You know, it just, what I'm saying is just that the supply would be lower if everyone thinks the same way that I do, where I'm like, it's probably not worth it to fish. You know, then there's this one guy fishing, and he can, you know, make all the money from the fish, from the people who need fish, so... That is basic economics, though. But, you know, you'd be surprised how many people don't get that stuff. How many people don't get the basic economics stuff. Like, well, I think mostly it's young people, you know, who are like, you know, you should make it... Okay. This is my gripe again about virtual pet games, where people are like, make it easier to obtain, you know, the normal game currency or whatever, because it's too hard to buy, you know, X thing that I want. It's like, first of all... That's the point. If everyone already had access to everything in the game, it wouldn't be a game. It would just be, you know, like... I mean, in Albion's case, it would still be a game. It would just be like, you know, an open world fighting game with no economy whatsoever. The economy is part of the game, right? It's an important part. But like... There seem to be a lot of young people playing online games who think that the thing, they want to be richer, and their way of wanting to be richer is wanting for it to be easier to generate gold. You know, you know, to create gold, to put it into the economy, and I'm like, that is definitely not how that works. You can't just print money and have it, and get richer that way, you know? I mean, you could, but not really. If everyone did that, no one would have any money. You know what I mean? Also, that's money laundering, and that's illegal, but... I'm talking strictly from a theoretical standpoint, right? Would it make, you know, like... Would it make everyone richer if everyone made more money? Not really. No. That's not how that works. I think at that point you start getting into kind of like real world economics, weird shit, like money. Essentially, money is, you know, relative. It's the same way, because money is power, right? Power is relative. You know? You know, you can be the best player of, you know, whatever obscure online game you're playing that isn't Albion. Right, because Albion's not obscure. But, you know, you can be the best player of a game, an online game, but, like, there's only 3 players, so you're not actually that good, you know? It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Everything's relative. Maybe not everything, but a lot of things are relative. A lot of things. We still got our goose pie, our goose meat pie. Man, put a goose into a pie and feed it to me. You know what I mean? I just want to eat some goose. Ow, don't whack me, golems. Don't do that, that's rude. Rude rocks, rude rocks. Just passing through, buddy. I see. Oh, that's a junk tree. Okay. I was gonna say I see a tree, but it was just junk. It was just a junk tree. The garbage tree. The giving tree. But it only gives you garbage. I got virtual pets on my mind today. That just remembered? That just reminded me of, do any of you goes? Do any of you guys know how, like, in Neopets there was this page where you could donate your items to, like, I don't know, I don't remember if it was the Giving Tree in Neopets or what. I think it was, though. But, like, you could donate shit to the Giving Tree, you know, that you didn't want, and then other players, you know, it would show up there, and anyone else in the game could take it for free. That was pretty neat. And like back when Neopets was like really active, you could actually find like some good shit there. You know, because sometimes people are generous about that stuff. Xandra has a similar feature, it's called the garbage dump. But like, it doesn't display everything that's in there, it's like a random assortment of things that are in there when you like refresh the page. So you can just like keep refreshing and getting everything. I think on Neopets there was a cooldown and is still a cooldown for it, so like you can take one thing per hour or something like that. But like, you know, people would camp that page looking for good stuff. And I don't entirely know why, because I don't think that was efficient, economically speaking. But I mean, it's free stuff, why not? Why not at least like every hour go there and pick something up? But like refreshing the page constantly looking for something good, I don't know if that would be effective. Hi Vrykolakas, how's it going? We're doing the same thing we were doing last time you were here. Just harvesting, because I ended up getting poor somehow because I spent a shitload of money I don't even know what on. So I'm back to doing my favorite thing. How are you? How's it going? Soda's so good. Also, we were talking about virtual pets, just now. Because I am, besides for being a, sandbox PvP game enjoyer and enthusiast, I also love virtual pets. So we're chatting about, like, Neopets and stuff. Because I'm really into the online web-based virtual pets kind of virtual pets. You know, when I was a kid was when Neopets was really popular, and I don't know if you even know what that is, Vrykolakas. I don't know, because a lot of people, do most people my age know about it? I don't know, but if you don't know, it was just a website in the late 90s and early 2000s that, just vibing, you were shot across the universe of Albion on a bungee cord. Oh, really? Were you? I don't know what that means, but that sounds fun. Was it fun or was it stressful? But yeah, so when I was a kid, right, I played that game, and it's really like a late 90s, early 2000s, like, time capsule in a way. You know, like, there were a lot of sites like that where, you know, when I was a kid, at least, you know, kids would be at school and, you know, we'd get computer time or whatever where we could go on the internet, and everybody would go to these sites that had flash games on them. You know, obviously there's like Newgrounds and stuff, but then there was like, you know, like all of the like big like breakfast cereal companies, or at least one of them had like a website where you could go play games, and like, I mean, obviously it was all like marketing stuff. You remember Neopets? Oh, fuck yeah. Okay, cool, cool, cool. It does still actually exist. I don't play it though because it sucks. Um, that's nothing. That's nothing against Neopets. It's just like it was the big daddy that started all that whole niche. Because there are a lot of sites made by people who played Neopets when they were kids like me, and who are making their own similar games now. And Miniclip. Oh man, I don't think I think I used Miniclip like once, and it was to play that aquarium game. Was it is that Insane Aquarium? Is that the one? I don't know, but I played that one. That was fun. Also RuneScape. I mean, obviously people are still playing RuneScape, but like, you know, back when it was on web browser and stuff, it was on web browser, right? Wasn't it on a fucking web browser? That was my first MMO. But yeah, all of that kind of like early 2000s shit, that was my fucking jam. And Neo in particular, until I turned like 12 and I was like, Neopets is for kids, you know, as a 12-year-old. I didn't play it anymore, and then, now as an adult, I'm back in, like, really into web-based virtual pets, and I stream them from time to time, pretty often, actually. But I think Neopets was kind of like, not like almost an innovator of its time, right? Where, like, it wasn't just an arcade site, it was an arcade where you could earn tickets to buy cute things, you know? Essentially, you know, like going to fucking Chuck E. Cheese when you were a kid. Buying stuff in Zombotron blew my mind as a kid for some reason. Was that, what is that? I don't remember that. I don't remember that. Share more. But like, yeah, so I still have I have technically 2 Neopets accounts. You're only supposed to have, at least I think you're only supposed to have 1 account. I don't even know. But obviously, like, I lost the credentials for the one that I had when I was a really little kid, and then the one that I made when I was a teenager, I think I can still get into. I mean, if I really wanted to get into it, I probably could, because, like, Neopets had a lot of data leaks, data breaches or whatever, where you can basically just, like, look up your old username and find your password on a list. Probably. So I could get back in if I really wanted to. But no, I'm addicted to other games now that are inspired by Neo. And kind of got, like, you know, a lot of the people who played Neo when we were kids are playing these now. And then it's also kind of, like, driven the, like, web-based animal sim niche, which is kind of, like, it's a very, very, very similar overlapping niche, but like is different. And I discovered, because I was making a tier list of virtual pet sites, and I discovered all of the ones that I actually like, for the most part, are Sims rather than just like Neo style sites. It was on Miniclips, something about this fellow on some mining planet with zombies. There were these small terminals where you could buy gear and it would fall out of a tube. Oh. For some reason I thought you meant like real money purchases, but like the internet back then wasn't really like all hyper monetized, right? The internet back then was just like, and that's not a criticism of the modern internet. I think like do whatever you can to win the you know, to win life, you know? Do whatever you fucking can to support yourself, you know, if you have a website that people want to pay you money for, absolutely do that. It was in-game money. Okay, that makes sense. But I for a second I thought you meant real money, and I was like, wait, did they even do that back then? Because, like, even Neopets, I think they only started introducing, like, real money purchases in, like, the mid-2000s. I think they survived on ads before that. I could be wrong. Well, no, and they had merchandise, too. They had merchandise, too, is another way that they kept the site running. Yeah, man. I didn't play most of those sites that, like, were popular with the other kids, because I was too cool for them. No, I might have been, actually. I might have thought that, but, for the most part, for me, oh my god. Do you guys remember Homestar Runner? Homestar Runner? They're still doing shit, aren't they? They are. They're still doing shit. I love it. Dude, that's so nostalgic for me. I remember, I have some weird memories of that, actually. So, my non-weird memory that I had is that, when I was a kid, I remember I was introduced to Homestar Runner because my friend's brother was into it. My friend's older brother was into it, and she, like, showed me the website, and we were like, oh my gosh, it's so funny. It was the first time I heard about buying stuff on the internet, and seeing this in the game blew my mind. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, like, okay, so here's my weird memory of Homestar Runner, right? And, like, looking back at this, I was like, man, I really was a shit kid, huh? Which is that, like, there was this Mad Libs game, in Homestar Runner or something, and I, like, went over to some kid's house, and I was like, look, homestarrunner.com is so funny. And I made, like, some, like, I made it say some weird shit that I didn't realize was lewd. But it was lewd, because, you know, when you're a kid, you don't know that shit. You just know, like, oh, hey, adults said these words, and then somebody laughed. This must be funny. I don't understand the joke, but it's hilarious, right? So anyway, so that happened, and my mom had to talk to me, like, set me aside and talk to me. Hey, you can't do that at other people's houses, okay? Which, very obviously, I very obviously fucked up there. I didn't really understand it as a kid, but, as an adult, I'm like, ah, shit, that sucks. Oh my gosh. God, the late 90s, early 2000s internet was, like, wild. And I know a lot of I think a lot of people have this idea that, like, the internet back then wasn't, like, people weren't as, like, angry or whatever as they are today. If you look at some of the earliest internet forums, though, people are still being weird and toxic and making death threats and stuff, and I think to a degree that that's true, but, like, honestly, I think people have always been weird on the internet. It's just evolved into different ways, some of which may be more harmful, and it certainly got more reach, but I don't think I buy the idea that the internet used to be pure and not weird in any way whatsoever. Ah, yeah. Babby's first touchscreen. When did I get my first touchscreen? I think my first touchscreen was an iPhone, which I don't even remember when I got it, because I remember being in middle school and I had a BlackBerry, which, you know, is not, that was before iPhone was really a thing, right? And then, I feel like I remember being really hipster about it, like, oh, I hate touchscreens. Why can't they just give us buttons? I think I remember being like that. The weirdness is inherent to the human nature, just new tools to express it. Exactly! That's how I feel about it, too. That's how I feel about it. Is that human beings have always been assholes. Well, and the human beings have always been great people, too. It's just like, you know, the assholes. I don't know if the assholes, if there's more of them, or if they're just louder. But that's the thing, though, right? Is that, like, people with a lot of power have more power to hurt people with. So, like, the kind people... I feel like one of the reasons that the world seems so terrible, well, it is in a lot of ways, but like I feel like part of the reason that it's hard to see the good in the world and the human race sometimes is because it's easier to hurt people on a large and dramatic scale, I think, than it is to help people on a large and dramatic scale for various reasons. And so I think it's just we're kind of like as like the human race is kind of like fighting against the nature of kindness. Maybe, I don't know, this is too fucking deep for 10:30 on a Wednesday morning. But you know, like I really do think sometimes that the human race is fighting an uphill battle against you know, like cruelty and indifference. But I think it is a battle that lots of us are trying really hard to fight, right? Probably loud, because if people aren't doing anything bad or weird, we don't notice it, as that's just the base expectation. If someone does something weird that breaks the expectations, so we notice it. Yes, I agree with that as well. Also, like I talk to Figgies about this all the time, about how, like, with content creators, you never hear about, you know, like, the slow and steady successes who, you know, of people who, like, you know, do this professionally, and they, you know, they're able to live comfortably on, you know, doing what they love, but it's not like some, you know, Eric Barone, that's the guy who made Stardew Valley, right? It's not like some Stardew Valley viral success shit, but people upvote, you know, like just on Reddit, for example, people upvote the viral success stories, and they upvote the stories of people who are angry about failing because they're also angry about failing, or because it's dramatic. So we never hear about those, like, mild success stories. We only hear about the big success stories that seem impossible, or the many, many failures, right? Vicious AO says, well, if you think about it, most other animals blend in with nature. We don't. It's almost like we don't belong here. Yes, agreed. I mean, I don't know if I think that's like a, you know, kind of like a, I mean, okay, what do I mean when I say I agree? Because I'm not, like, I don't mean that, oh yeah, humans absolutely don't belong here. I think, so one thing I think that, people always talk about is how, like, humans are uniquely cruel within the animal kingdom, and I think to a degree that's true. But also, have you seen animals? Animals do cruel stuff, too. Sometimes they're aware that it's, you know, hurting another animal. And I don't know, I don't think animals necessarily have a sense of morality? I don't know. But, like, the thing is, there's lots of cruelty that happens in the world. It's just with humans, we have a lot more power to either choose to not do that, or to do it on a bigger and more dramatic scale. Because, like, humans are so fucking powerful. As far as animals in the animal kingdom go, humans, obviously, we're on the top. Thank you for the follow, Vicious AO. You were talking about infrastructure. Oh, infrastructure. Okay. That makes sense. Okay. But, like, I'm talking about, like, in terms of morality, like, animals, in the animal kingdom, human beings exert the most power to, like, when human beings are cruel, it's huge, because we have so much power that we use to do cruel things. But with animals, like, if an animal were to be cruel, even if it was aware that it was morally wrong, it wouldn't be as much cruelty as a human is capable of doing with what they've got, right? With the tools and stuff that they've got. Franco Laka says, cruelty only exists with awareness. A lion eating a deer isn't being cruel or evil because it's just doing what it has to do to survive. Yeah, and, okay, but that's, like, where my question comes in of, like, if an animal, you know, like, kills another animal, like, don't people always see, I want to say, oh, don't people say that cats, you know, like, toy with their food and, you know, unnecessarily or whatever, but I don't even know if that's a myth. I don't know shit about cats, man. So, like, that's the kind of thing where I have to be like, okay, hypothetically, if an animal killed another animal for no reason, But then, like, there's a reason for everything. Like, even behind what humans do. Like, there's evolutionary, biological reasoning behind most of the things, most if not all of the things we do, are influenced, at least, by our biology. We're not slaves to our biology, but, like, ever had anxiety? Like, that's some biological bullshit right there. Like, oh, hey, we're about to die. No, we're not. We're going to McDonald's. You know, like, but anyway, I don't know, it's such a complex morality, it's a complex discussion that I am not qualified to have. I am just qualified to share anecdotes. Most animals don't kill unless they need to, except dolphins. They're weird on so many levels. That's what I hear. Aren't dolphins? Dolphins are just fucking weird. Most carnivores don't just attack other animals, though. No, yeah, I know, but I'm talking about, like, hypothetically, like, in a weird hypothetical scenario where an animal did something like that, if they weren't aware that it was wrong, but, like, they didn't do it for a survival instinct reason. Big hypothetical, because I don't think this would, like, actually even happen. But, like, would that... I don't know what I'm even asking, actually. Never mind. Hey, Evan. Evan says cats do 100% do that. My mom used to clean at a house where the cat used to skin live mice to watch them squirm and had no interest in eating them. Well, gosh. Gosh, Evan. Also, hi. Hi, Evan. Dad. I'm glad I don't have cats. Nah, cats are lovely, I think. I'm not a cat person, and when I say I'm not a cat person, I mean I don't have cats and I don't want cats, but it's not because I don't like cats, it's just because I have a dog. My dog is afraid of cats, and I love my dog, and I think if I were to adopt another pet, it would be another dog. But again, I don't dislike cats. Oh, yeah. Vicious says, like, my cat just scratches and bites me. I don't think it realizes it's painful, it's just plain. Yeah, so, like... Yeah, okay. That is also a thing. It's, like, you don't have to... Like, even if you're not, like... Damn, Braikolaka says that they abandoned their walking sofa mount. They saw the recent patch and completely abandoned faction warfare. See, I didn't... You guys are gonna laugh about this. I didn't actually read the patch notes, because, like, I'm not at the point in this game yet where I think that they're relevant for me. At least not, like, the PvP-related patch notes, because I'm gonna be honest, y'all, I still haven't fought anyone. Well, okay, I fought one guy on purpose. And I died, which is like, duh, okay, yeah, that's the expected result, so I'm not saying, like, oh, I died. No, that's the expected result, but, like, other than that, I've just been like, I just want to vibe today in Harvest, so... You know, there's a safe streamer mode now. Wait, really? Oh, okay, that's important. Oh, okay, that's really nice. Yeah, what were the faction changes, if any, Regolakis? I'm curious now. Oh, pardon me. Pardon my soda sounds. But, like, I'm guessing you guys aren't like, okay, so, this is I was gonna say, I'm guessing you guys aren't into ASMR, but it's just like, I would just have said that because, like, PvP gamers aren't usually what I think of when I think of, like, typical ASMR audience, but I started recording ASMR videos lately, and I'm really enjoying the actual recording of them, which is weird because I never fucking enjoy, like, I don't enjoy recording scripted content, but I'm not scripting them, I'm just kind of vibing. Also, hi Knighted Baroness, you are first. No faction changes. Oh, okay, so there's more stuff that you prefer to faction warfare, so you're doing that stuff instead. Okay, that makes sense. Also, yeah, hi Baroness. How's everybody doing today? I hope everyone's having a decent day so far. 500,000 fame from one T4 boss. That sounds like a lot, even though I have no frame of reference for how much it is. But that sounds like a lot. Pardon my soda sounds again. See, what do we even got? We're like 69% of the way over encumbered, but we're just gonna keep going for now. Actually, you know what would be better is we're gonna go back to town and get some more pie, because I'm fucking out of pie. I want more pie. It had 130,000 HP. That's a lot of... Well, okay, again, I have no frame of reference for how much that is, but that sounds like a lot. That's like 18,000 faction points. Number get bigger! That's just how video games work, is number get bigger, and it feel good. Honestly, that's like... That's one of the reasons why I was saying earlier that I find it funny that, like, I got into this game because I really like the idea of the, like, open world PvP and faction blah 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 shit. But I haven't done any of that. I've just been doing number get bigger feel good. I've just been doing number get bigger shit. I've just been doing progression, like PvE progression. But I'm having a great time, so you know what? Fuck it. Oh my gosh. I'm on swole Benji mode. Oh, that was a joke. Wait, what? I don't get the joke. I don't have context. Share me. Share the punchline with me. Share the context. Share the context. I must know now. I must know. Isn't that a... The main thing for me over number get bigger is the absolute dance floor of dodging that ALBION is. Oh, interesting. Oh no. Oh no. Vicious. Oh no. Have you opened a can of worms? Or have I opened a can of worms? Uh-oh. Retro. Alright, so... Was I gonna sell anything? I don't even know, man. I don't even know. Was I gonna sell something? Let's sell some fucking stones. Boom. Swole Benji is a certain content creator. Oh, okay. Certain content... okay. Okay, here. I'll do research in my off time, guys. Let's leave it at that. Okay. Okay. I'll do research in my off time. You guys don't have to say anymore if you don't want to. Okay. So, what was I gonna do? Oh yeah, we were gonna get more pie. Here we are. Pie.
Have a look.
Pie. Let's see, we got chicken pies. And that's it. I have a hard time believing that it's literally that they don't have any goose pie. There's none on the market? Well, whatever. I guess I'll buy some chicken pies then. Take a pork pie? Wait, pork? Wait, there's the goose pie. What the fuck? Wait, why is there no tier 4 pies? Why did I think goose was tier 4? A pork pie. What is it? Here, hold on. Let's find out. Pork pie. Wait, I can use those? And they're so cheap. Well, only odd number for... Oh, okay. I'm just silly. Okay. God damn it. Okay, well, TIL. Alright, so we got some pork pies. God damn it. You can use any food and potions. Oh yeah, potions! Is there a harvesting potion? Is there a harvesting potion, or is it just like... Is it a consumable... potion? Healing potion? Okay. Is there like a... It's called a... What? Oh, I see. Are you trolling me, Vicious? There's no harvesting potion, Frecklelucka says.
My pleasure.
There's harvesting outfits. Yeah, I'm in my logging one right now. Yeah. No, I'm keeping my eye on you, Vicious. I'm keeping my eye on you, okay? No, you're fine. I'm just goofing. I'm keeping my eye on you, though. That much is true. Alright, so, pork pie. How much is the buff? That's a shitload, man. That is a shitload. What? Wait, is it? Gathering yield by 15%. Why did I think goose was more than that? No, it's not, though. It's totally not. Not for gathering? Yeah. See, that's the part that matters to me right now. So, I got all of this armor that I was gonna just, like, save to sell later. But we need slots. We need slots in my bank. Let's see how much, Offhand where? Oh yeah, I need an offhand, don't I? I keep forgetting to put one on, because, like, I'm just Wait, but there's no, like, I do have an island. Wait, what? No, I do have an island. Just put chest on island. Oh yeah, you're right. Ah, I haven't done that yet. In the house? Ah, Baroness is leveling up her virtual pets through questing, which is very slow sometimes. Let's see, so that's just whatever, man. Ah, I wanted to save it until it's like a little bit more expensive, but I don't care.
Come again.
No, yeah, you're right, Vicious. I'll do that at some point. I'm just fucking lazy. I don't want to do it right now. Alright, let's see. Do we want to... Let's just do more logging. Vicious, we're talking about a virtual pet game. We're talking about a virtual pet game that Baroness and I both play, where you kind of hoard pets. Well, it sounds bad when I call it hoarding, just like out of context, but like, you get virtual pets and you do just collect them and level them up and stuff, and you can breed them too. It's fun for us, because we are virtual pet nerds. I actually stream it sometimes. Laka, so like Pokemon, says Vicious? Kind of. The collecting part is definitely like Pokemon. The breeding part, definitely like Pokemon. There's also battling. Collect them, says Canoe. Why air quotes, Canoe? Why? Why air quotes? But like, you can breed for stats and hidden coat types. Yeah, for patterns and stuff. Yeah. Vicious, if you're at all into, like, creature collecting games, I should stream that later. Because I do stream that game. Because we know it's hoarding. Oh, okay. Collecting, quote-unquote, but it's actually hoarding. Okay. Fair. I do have, like, 10,000 pets in that game, and I need to get rid of a bunch of them, but... Haven't done that in a bit, so... It'll eventually happen, right? Probably, maybe? Alright, offhand. Here, I'll take this shitty one. Because offhand doesn't provide me any bonus when I'm harvesting, does it? Miss Crits was my favorite creature collecting game, says Rekolakos. At least as long as it lasted. I don't know that one. What was it like? What was it? Here, let me Google this real quick, actually. Hold on, let me Google this. Because I need to know now. Miss Crits. Oh, was it it looks like it was a Facebook game? Aww. The designs are cute. Yeah. The designs are wait, why did I go this way? Oh, because I was Googling Miss Crits and I didn't know where I was going. It was a quote-unquote Facebook game. Ovapets is... Oh, ew, it's a meta game now? Like... I know, so it was mainly a Facebook thing and also an app. Oh, okay. I know there's like, so like on the topic of like all of that weird nonsense, there's been a lot of like creature collecting, NFT games. Actually, so this is weird. This is really weird. We were talking about Neopets earlier. Neopets tried to do NFTs. I don't know if they were successful, but it's not doing them anymore, I don't think. But they essentially, yeah, they did Neopets NFTs. Oh no, not NFTs. Indeed, yeah. Regrettably, NFTs. But like, there's been a lot of creature collecting NFTs because, I mean, when you think about it, you know, if NFTs were actually cool, they would be the perfect match with virtual pets because it's just collectible images, right? But, yeah, I mean, there's more to it than that, but you know what I mean. So, so that was a drama that happened with Neopets a while ago, but, yeah, fortunately there's not, any other, NFTs within, like, the actual community. Like, if Yu-Gi-Oh! And stuff was NFT-based, I wouldn't really mind, says Vicious. I don't know. Yeah, most NFTs? I don't know, man, says Vicious. Yeah, I am... NFTs make my brain go wonky. But, like, fortunately there's no, like, okay, so there was one dev of one game, Pixpet, who was, who made an announcement that they were going to put NFTs in the game Pixpet. But the community was like, no, that's bad. And the developer was like, oh shit, you guys raised a lot of good points. I didn't know that much about NFTs and why you guys wouldn't want them in the game. You're right, I'm not doing that. Which is good. It's good that they responded to the feedback like that. Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Both have limited print art cards. That's true, Baroness. That's true. But, well, I don't know. I have weird feelings on it. But like, then again, like, I don't know. NFTs seem like a trap to make people who don't know about the internet feel like they're investing into something futuristic. I think that is a huge part of it. I think also, like NFTs are just, like, the culture around NFTs in particular that makes it so easy to use them to scam people is a thing that I don't like also, because it's like, it's phishing in a way, yeah. Let's be honest, NFTs are a good thing, it's the people who make it bad. I think, like, as an idea, NFTs could be okay, but there's a lot of various huge problems with it. One of which definitely being, yeah, that NFTs are a huge, like, scam thing. Like the fact that NFT culture is very anti-criticism of NFTs is a problem in itself, right? Because they're like, don't criticize NFTs, you're gonna make people panic and not buy NFTs or whatever. And it's like, bruh, you know that you're just making it harder for people to understand why they should or shouldn't buy NFTs, and that's not good. It depends on goodwill, so people obviously take advantage of that. Yeah, that too. Like, I don't know. I am not a fan of NFTs for various reasons. But anyway, I guess, like, what I'm saying is, like, it's easy to, like, the reason I brought it up is kind of like, it's easy to compare virtual pets to, like, NFTs in general, and there has been some overlap, but, like, not from the community. Like, like, there's been virtual pet games made, or like, creature collecting games in general. There's been a lot of those made by NFT fanatics, and not so many NFT games made by virtual pet fanatics, if that makes sense. Yeah, I get that, Vrykolakas. And in that sense, I think that's why there's so much overlap. Because, like, a big part of virtual pet games is owning virtual shit. It's kind of like an Albion, you know, you buy a skin for a mount in Albion. That's not a real thing, right? It's real to you, and it has value to you, but it's not a physical object, right? But at this, I'm not using that to, like, defend NFTs. But I think it's a weird conversation, right? I think it's an interesting conversation that we're starting to have in this era of, like, digital goods and what is valuable, I guess, in terms of digital goods, what people want to buy and what people want to have and what digital goods mean to them. Oh no, stuck in 5 ads, no! Here, I'll type and I'll say, I'll say, no! There we go. Just to make sure the Baroness knows that I'm listening. Oh no, Baroness says that she has a point that won't make sense. But, like, yeah, so, like, I do think it's actually, like, one of the good things about NFTs is that it is causing more discussion in the area of what are digital goods, why do we want them, what is the responsible way to make them, right? And make and distribute them. That's true, Vicious. That's true as well, where a lot of websites, you know, a lot of businesses have gone digital now. Not just with their, you know, their presence, you know, their business presence. Like you said, it used to be brochures, now it's websites. But also with products, like, you know, we used to have, you know, CDs or whatever the fuck. I mean, I guess we probably still have CDs, but, like, you know, a lot of people only listen to their music as digital data now, you know? Buying virtual stuff with virtual stuff I'm chill with. With real money is where it feels odd, especially if that virtual thing isn't a business thing. See, I have kind of, like, a different perspective on it, and I don't necessarily disagree. I do think it's odd, if nothing else, but not in like there are a lot of things in which I can think of it as odd, but not in a bad way. Hi Baroness, welcome back. But like, just as an example, like, so I'm obviously I'm a digital content creator, as you know, but like a lot of what I make is art, and I'm a programmer as well, and I do music and all of that kind of stuff, and obviously I'm an entertainer technically, but like I do want to get into this full time at some point because I think it's just a really good fit for me. It makes me happy, but like one of the things that I have to do while I'm slowly building kind of a lot of different ways that I can provide value to people that can give them opportunities to support me in doing this full time. One of the things I have to do while I'm doing that is to keep all of my merchandise, so to speak, digital, because I'm quite sure that where I live, you don't have to pay sales tax on digital goods, which is probably going to be changed very soon in the next few years, because I don't see why it wouldn't. That's a problem in some ways. It's a loophole. But for me personally, while I'm starting kind of a business, I need to take that advantage, and also just because I can't afford to pay someone to help me with sales tax, you know, ID number kind of bullshit at the moment, and when I am, then I'll transition to also doing physical merch, but for now, basically, I have to sell digital goods if I want to make money. So that's kind of the position I'm coming from on the whole digital goods thing, is like, I have this personal relationship with it where I'm trying to figure out how can I provide value to people with data, essentially, you know, like with files and, you know, whatever the fuck. Vicious also says, if you ever used WordPress and such, people pay like thousands of bucks per year on plugins. Baroness says that she has mixed feelings on Steam and other game hosting programs, quote-unquote. They can take away stuff that she spent real money on. Yeah, that's true, actually. That's like if you lose your Steam account and can't get it back for some reason, that's a lot of fucking money that you spent that you can't get back. I don't know what Steam support is like for that kind of stuff. I hope it's very robust, but, oh, yeah. And Vicious also gave as an example, like, stream overlays that you can buy with real money and use to enhance your streams, right? I actually do a lot of stream-related assets as some of my currently available digital goods. It's all VTuber stuff, but I've had decent luck with it, considering I'm just, like, kind of starting as a creator. Still. That's true for banks, too. Banks can go bankrupt, and if you had millions, you'd only get pennies depending on the country and stuff, but that's also way up there. Buying things on the internet in general is a kind of new thing, so seeing monetary value in a non-business virtual commodity is hard for me. And that's fine, honestly. Having a hard time with certain, you know, ideas that you're not quite, like, sold on yet, that's a very personal thing, and that's fine. Yeah. It's hard, and it's hard especially with money, because money is what we need. We need money to live, right? So, it's like, it's kind of like, it's a, well, okay, hold on. I say this as if I know shit about marketing, but, just as like an example, what I have heard is that it's harder, it's about, like, the amount of impetus the amount of a push that you have to give someone to spend 1 penny on your store is bigger than the amount of push you have to give someone to spend, you know, if they're already convinced and want to spend a penny. It's bigger, that's a bigger push that you have to make to convince them to do that than the push that you have to do to get them from 1 penny to 10 pennies, right? That's a much bigger push. Because the transaction itself is a matter of needing to trust the, you know, the person you're giving the product, or you're giving your money to, and all of that kind of bullshit. So it's like, even just somebody giving you 1 penny in exchange for something you really want, or that they really want, even. You know, like, you have a music album, you're gonna get way more downloads if you make that a free download, compared to if you make it a 1 cent download, even, you know, even just a single penny. that's gonna be a huge obstacle for a lot of people. You're always having physical money, Brackalacus, yeah. You don't purchase any games or microtransactions. Sure, I hear you. I'm very different. I purchase a lot of games and probably more microtransactions than I should, but I don't know. For me, I feel like it works for me. Also, hi Space Mouse, thank you for the hydrate name. Wait, I just realized I got my mining equipment on. Why am I logging stuff? I got my mining gear on. I need to be mining instead. But yeah, like, even physical money could be worth less. Like, if Vicious isn't wrong, most currency is not bagged with gold and stuff anymore. I don't know. But like, so, wait, what was I oh yeah, I was talking about digital goods, cause like, recently I've been thinking a lot about the whole, like, full-time content creator thing, right? That I want to eventually do. So I'm working my way towards that, right? Sure. I get you, Baroness, I get you. Honestly, even like doing labor in exchange for things that you need is bartering in a way. Money's worth how many dinosaur nuggets you can buy with it. Valid. That is a tree. I want ore. But yeah. 0. Yeah, I get you. But, yeah. So on the topic of the content creator thing, so I've been thinking really hard lately about, like, how I can kind of, like, give people more of the stuff that they like that I do. Cause, like, it's the idea of being a full-time content creator. Vicious says, by the way, did you know 0 is not nothing? It's the lack of things. Yeah, I get you, Baroness. They just don't sell- wait, they don't sell dinosaur nuggies anymore. That sucks. I saw some heart-shaped nuggies in a picture recently. Like, I've had a really hard time kind of, like, embracing the idea of being- you know, doing content creation for money, because like, first of all, there's a lot of discouragement that comes kind of from, like, outside factors, socially speaking, in particular. You know, people who are like, once it's a job to you, you're not gonna like it anymore, and, you know, like, it's not gonna be any easier than, you know, your whatever other job you're doing. And, first of all, I don't believe that. I don't believe that it's not going to be fun anymore once I'm doing it to support myself, because, so I'm currently, unemployed. I've been disabled for about a year. I lost my job, last spring, for health reasons, and, since then I've pretty much been doing this as my quote-unquote job, and I don't mean that in the sense that I've been trying to make money from it, as much as it's the thing that's been giving me purpose and structure to my life, and I've been doing it on a full-time schedule, pretty much, and, I can definitely tell you that if somebody walked up to me and they told me, you know, hey, would you rather work, 2 hours a day at your old job, 5 days a week, or make the same amount of money doing 8 hours a day of this stuff that I'm doing now, this content creation stuff, which would you prefer? Content creation, 100%. I don't want to waste any of my life doing shit that I don't care about, you know? And Vicious says, also for me, digital goods should either help me make money or should be entertaining. Yeah, that's a valid opinion. For me, I buy a lot of entertainment, I buy a lot of, like, creative tools and that kind of thing, like, art programs and that kind of shit. Vicious says, like, I bought Asaprite even though I know jack poop about pixel art, but I like doing it. Fuck yeah, buy Asaprite then. Enjoy that pixel art experience. but what was it? I was talking about like how, oh yeah. So it's been hard for me to kind of embrace the idea of doing content creation, of like monetizing my content creation essentially, even though it's what I really deeply want to do full time at the moment. And I need to support myself, and I can't work a, quote unquote real job right now, for health reasons. And one of the reasons it's been so hard is that I feel like there's so much, like I've always wanted to feel like I'm giving people something that they need. I don't want to be like, hey, pay me for this thing I'm doing, blah, 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 blah. I want people to, I've had experiences with my VTuber asset shop where people have like thanked me. They've been so grateful for me putting this item on my shop, and I'm like, you're thanking me for giving you the privilege to pay me $5? And like, that's what I want, is I want to give people I want people to be like, I want to give people the things they've been searching for. I want it to be accessible. I don't want to like put shit behind paywalls anytime that I can help it, like, but it's been really hard for me to embrace that idea because I've always felt like I don't want to feel dishonest about the way that I'm monetizing what I make. I want what I make to be valuable to people, and I want it to be accessible. $5. Have you seen that Twitch clip? I have not. Oh, Canoe, do you have a request for the next coloring page? Yes, please give your thoughts. Space Mouse says, well, they're thanking you for creating something that they find useful. Yeah, I know, but it was still kind of a weird shock to me. A weapons sheet. Actually, yeah, that was going to be my next idea, was going to be like warrior weapons. But like, it still came kind of as a shock to me, because it's like they're giving me money that they worked really hard to earn, and they're saying thank you to me for that transaction? And that's kind of what I want, is I want people to feel like, I don't want people to feel like, oh, I really want this, but I've got to pay for it. I want people to feel like, oh my god, finally, this is what I'm looking for. That kind of thing. Enjoy your lurk, Canoe. Space Mouse says, and you've worked hard on creating something. Your time is worthwhile. Yes, I agree. It's worth getting paid for my labor. It's just a bit of a I mean, I'm not gonna not get myself paid for labor, but it's like, it's so wild to me that people still feel that like they're the privileged one for getting to pay me money, right? And it was such a validating feeling too. Just search $5 Twitch streamer on YouTube when you can. Alright, I'll take your word for it. I'll search for that later if I remember. Feel free to remind me next time if I haven't done it. But, yeah, so that's a topic I've been thinking about a lot lately. About, like, how can I give people that stuff that they've been searching for? And again, accessibility is really important to me, because, like, I mean, I don't want to provide someone the thing that they've always been searching for, but they cannot have it because they can't afford it, right? Or, maybe they can't use it for some other reason. And that's kind of the same dilemma I've been running into with wanting to teach software development online, which is like, I'm not gonna do hundreds of, thousands of hours of however many hours of labor trying to teach people and not want to get paid for my time, but at the same time, I don't think anyone should have to pay for education. And drama is always profitable on Twitch. Yeah, true. What kind of dev do I do? Before my disability, I was a web developer. I do a teeny weeny bit of game development. I technically have a playable prototype that I distributed to friends recently. I do stream development from time to time. It's fairly rare, but I do stream it. It is a game for writers so that they can first draft a novel or a paper or a script, and it has RuneScape-inspired progression. Please don't say you love React.js. Okay. Who would love JavaScript, though? No, I did a lot of JavaScript for my job, but it was usually just raw JS, so. You do, but not React. Okay, valid. I actually, I had a student, I teach a little bit, just like, for fun and to give back, because I got my education for free, and started my career with, you know, the most I spent on starting my career. And I was saying this earlier, that was on Canoe's stream earlier today. But I'm a high school dropout with no college education, and I got my career. The most I spent on it was for a laptop while I was studying, like $400, less than $400. And, yeah, so I kind of have this idea in my head that everyone should be able to have access to that, you know, to be able to start a career in tech if that's what they want. Yeah. Everyone should be able to start a career in tech without spending, you know, 4 years of their life and however many $1,000s of tuition just to learn the stuff that I learned in 6 months for $400, you know? Did I buy a MacBook? No. I bought a refurbished something or other. And it was open box at the local thing, like right after Christmas, so the local thing, you know what I'm talking about. So no, it was very cheap, and it had to be enough to run Visual Studio and stuff like pretty well, so it was fine. It was fine for what I needed it for, but yeah, no, it was a very good price at the time. I mean, it's still a pretty good price, but you know what I mean. It was what I needed. Korgoth says, "Oh my god, Korgoth, I'm so sorry. I saw your message earlier, but I don't think I... Wait, yeah, I did read it. I don't know. I just... I'm disoriented." Anyway, Korgoth says, "On the subject of feeling bad about creating something for someone, if they know your price up front, then it's more on them. If they hire you, then they should know if it's in their price range. When you told me your price, I was like, you better not be giving me a discount." And then you had to keep saying, "Bear, please take my money." That is true, honestly. I remember that. I want to make more PingTubers. I want to do that. That should be fun. That should be a thing that I do. It was probably, yes, actually, you were 100% right. It was a Lenovo ThinkPad, yes. That is 100% correct. It was a ThinkPad or an IdeaPad or something. No, I think it was a ThinkPad, yeah. It was one of those pads. One of those brain pads. What does this title mean? You had 2 million. How? I did not have 2 million. I had 2 million of value in my bank. Wait, did I have... No, I had 200k in my... There's no way I had 2 million in my inventory, right? She crafted armors. Yes, I did. I crafted armors. Yeah, I use she, her pronouns. I said 2 mil? Oh, okay. I don't know if I had 2 mil or not. Maybe it was the 2 mil of value that I had in my bank. That was probably it. Oh my gosh. But yeah. And anyway, on the topic of like... Wait, what? Okay, you tell me... Vicious, somebody told me... where did it go? I don't know where it went. It's like 1 T6K. Yeah, I know. So this is... So somebody told me that the rarity of the Wisp doesn't affect anything. Were they lying to me, Vicious? Because I went in a legendary mist one time, and I didn't see anything special. It does? Somebody told me that it doesn't. Somebody totally told me that it doesn't. Let's see, what is this like? What does it do? What special thing does it do, Vicious? Korgoth says, "I'm sorry, I haven't been on Albion lately." That is totally okay, Korgoth. Please don't worry about it. You can post the link of the patch. Oh. So there's a patch thingy? Yeah, go ahead and, yeah, well, we don't post, I don't allow links in the Twitch chat, so feel free to whisper me on Twitch or whatever. Or whatever. There's a % chance of a higher tier. Oh, that's it? Okay, that's fine. So I don't think this is a higher tier one, though. I don't think. But I don't know. But that's good to know. That's good to know. Alright, thank you. Press N once. N. You mean M? I don't think it's N. But yeah, no, it's just a regular... Yeah, oh, I got unlucky? Okay. I think the same thing happened when I was, went into a legendary one time. Or was that the time that I went straight in and then straight back out by accident? That might have been that one. Dude, and I got so excited about that wisp, too. Ah, sigh. Oh well. But yeah, I'm just gonna peace, because I don't know where the ores are in here. The mobs should be worth more? Oh, really? I don't want to fight mobs. I'm going back. Unpopular decision, but I just feel like chilling and chatting today. I don't feel like doing mobs. I feel like holding my soda in my left hand and chopping trees and other shit in my right hand, and I need my keyboard hand for not my soda if I do fighting. Alright, oh my gosh. The way in which I do, however, relate to not wanting to buy digital goods is that I don't usually buy art because I'm an artist myself, right? And I'm like, oh, I'll just make my own, and then I never do. And that's why we still don't have sub badges. I mean, we do have sub badges, I just haven't uploaded them yet, but like, that's its own problem. Oh, really? If you click a mob, it'll have a sword below their name tag, which says how much stronger it is in the mist if it's an uncommon or higher. Oh, really? That's good to know. Okay. If it's an uncommon or higher mist. Okay, good to know. Thank you for sharing that. Factoid-ish type thing with me. Fact-ish thing? I don't know. Our pie is almost gone. We'll probably just pop another one, to be honest. Hey, rare titanium ore! Rare titanium. I might make this a shorter stream today and just like go at the 2-hour mark. Maybe? I'm not sure. No, I don't want to. I want to mine the ore. There we go. Yeah, so I might leave at the 2-hour mark, but that's only because I want to record some ASMR for YouTube. Because, yesterday, you sent you the link, the same logic applies to Yellow Zone Mist, but it's except tier 8 zones. Okay, cool, thank you. I'll read that after stream, probably. But, yeah, so I had the brilliant idea yesterday to, like, cause people love, like object sorting ASMR, like, you know, take a box full of markers and mix them all up and, you know, shake the box of marker, all that kind of junk. Make sure they're all, like, you know, just shake up the box of markers, right? And then organize them by color. Ah, people love that shit. And I'm an ASMR person. I don't usually watch that kind of ASMR. But yesterday night I had the brilliant idea of making virtual pet ASMR, which is not an existing niche, by the way. I've seen, like, I looked it up on YouTube, and I saw, like, 2 existing videos, one of which was, like, a Tamagotchi unboxing, and one of which was, like, a caring for your Tamagotchi video, and then that's literally it. That is all that I saw when I looked for virtual pet ASMR. So basically what I'm saying is I have an untapped niche that I think it's untapped. I think virtual pet players would fucking love virtual pet ASMR, but like, I have an untapped niche that I have discovered that I would love to make content for. I've been kind of doing like audio tests. What? Ari, what? What the fuck is a niche? Oh, I might be pronouncing it weird. I can never decide if I should pronounce it niche or niche. So it's spelled like this. And it's like, how do you explain a niche? Do you guys think I'm pronouncing that wrong? Does everyone pronounce it niche? Or am I the only person who pronounces it niche? because I can never decide, is it niche or niche? So eventually I just picked a small specific thing, niche. Oh, that's another good way to pronounce it. Is there like, yeah. Well, anyway, I pronounce it niche. So, Space Mouse usually says niche. Yeah. I think it's niche. Okay. I swear I've heard somebody call it niche before, and I was like, oh, now I don't know how to pronounce it if it's one or the other. I don't know if it's like a local thing. I don't know. Anyway, niche. So I've discovered a local. I've discovered an untapped niche that I would love to create content for. It's like the word cache. Is it said cache or cache? It said cache though. Objectively. Baroness is going to the dictionary. Okay, fair. But like, yeah, so I've discovered this untapped niche of virtual pet ASMR, which I think is a great fucking idea. What do you mean cache? Nobody says cache. Then again, like, it's kind of like rogue and rouge, how like people mix up the spelling of rogue and rouge, and like no, like it's just because they don't know that they're mixing it up, right? It's not like people don't think it's actually spelled that way. They just don't know. Like nobody's gonna argue with you. No, it's spelled rouge if they're talking about rogue, right? It's just like they don't know how to spell it, right? It's a good. Niche or niche, says Baroness? Okay, Baroness has confirmed that some people do pronounce it niche. But yeah, I think virtual pet ASMR would be a great type of ASMR that people would love, and I would love to make it. So I think after this stream, that's basically just what I'm gonna do. Is, make some fucking ASMR! And basically, like, the reason the Rouge has a nice cache. Dude, you spelled rogue wrong. See, that's what I mean, it's not... Anyway. But like, yeah, it's rogue. Like, tongue, it has the "gu" at the end. But like, that's the other one I see, is I see tongue spelled townge. And that bothers me so much. And it shouldn't, because it's like, English is, how would you know how to spell it, you know, like, there are things that I spell wrong every time, or almost spell wrong every time, like ceiling. Ceiling is one that I used to be really embarrassed about, because I used to always swap the I and E, and I'd, like, think about it, and I'd be like, that's not how you spell ceiling. Swap it. Wait, no, it's the other way. And then I'd get it wrong every time anyway. Lasagna is easy for me. But, like, yeah, so it's basically going to be like a video where I just like, it's gonna have like keyboard sound, like keyboard click-clacks and mouse clicking sounds, and it'll just be a video where I just like organize like a set of 100 virtual pets or something like that. And I love, one of the reasons I love the idea of virtual pet ASMR is that there's so many different like video ideas I can come up with just off the top of my head, right? Like, oh, villain, you swap the I and A on villain a lot. Yeah. But like, there you go. Hi, buddy. Hi. Here, I'm gonna attack you now. No, don't go on the bull thing. No, stop. Get off the ox. But yeah, so, like, for obviously, one example is I pick 100 virtual pets and I sort them by color. Another video idea that I have right off the top of my head, right? Take 1,000 virtual... Probably not, that'd take forever, actually. But, like, you know, I can just do, like, increasingly more numbers of virtual pets and sort them by color. Or, I can sort them by, like, you know, other factors. Or, I can take a list of, you know, however many virtual pets and I can give them all names. Or, I can do a mini game, you know, like the Bubble Bobble mini game that's in, like, every virtual pet game ever. I could do that for a while. And just, like, you know, just like, do some, like, soft-spoken commentary, maybe, or just, like, no sound and just have mouse clicks and stuff like that. Aw, man. There's so many different things, and that's, like, just for Zanja. Like, if I go, like, you know, I come up with ideas for, like, every site, holy shit, man. There's so much ASMR I could potentially make. so much. And like based on, so I made a couple of sample videos to test audio balancing and just like the general video idea. I made a couple of samples that I sent to people, and like almost everyone, like I had like 4 people be like, oh my god, I love this. And I had a 5th person be like, that's not really my thing and not what I was expecting, but I'm also not into ASMR at all. So here's my feedback, and it was great feedback. Which I for the most part completely agreed with and have learned from, and yeah. But like, and also that was like my first fucking pass. You know, like my first try on like, this is what it might be like, let's improve from here on out, you know. So anyway, so people fucking love it. And I've already tested and put an ASMR video on YouTube. It was not my virtual pet ASMR, because I just came up with that idea yesterday. But I also had an idea for drawing ASMR, where it's like, I draw essentially a coloring page, and then I leave the coloring page for download, and people can download the coloring page and color it themselves. And then I can, you know, do a follow-up video where I color the coloring page, and if I really want to, I can give my patrons on Patreon extra coloring pages and that kind of, you know, early access and that kind of thing, so that, you know, to reward them a little bit. And, so I posted my very first try of that, and the audio quality was fucking terrible, because I had my normal noise cancellation on, or, you know, like my normal, like, noise filter on in Streamlabs. And, like, I was talking really quiet, and first of all, I was talking way too quiet. I was not expecting it. I thought I was talking too loud. But, like, in the video, you can barely fucking hear what I'm saying. And the actual voice audio quality is terrible. I think because I was so quiet that essentially most of it was getting cancelled by the noise cancellation thingy. So anyway, what I'm saying is, it's the worst ASMR video I will have ever made. It can only get better from here. And I got way more views on it than I thought I would. And like people actually watched it for a few minutes each. Like I got, like, it was a 40-minute video, and I got an average view time of like 2 minutes. Which means most likely that just a lot of people clicked away instantly, and then some people watched it for, you know, 4 or 5 minutes or something like that. We got a total of an hour watch time on it, and I am honestly very shocked that it did that well even. So like basically what I'm saying is, I think my improved ASMR videos are gonna do fucking fantastic. So I'm gonna be posting those. So I have 2 YouTube channels, one of which I haven't posted anything to, but I'm gonna start posting my ASMR there. And basically the first so the channel that I actually have stuff uploaded to is just a VOD and clip dump. And I did upload this initial ASMR video there, but I'm gonna start posting them on the other channel that is gonna be like for YouTube exclusive stuff, so not VODs, that, you know, just because if I post a VOD, you know, if I post all of my VODs to a YouTube channel where I'm also posting other stuff, people are just gonna fucking unsubscribe from me on YouTube, because they, you know, maybe they want to watch my ASMR, but they don't give a fuck about my VODs, and I'm posting a VOD every day, you know, that's showing up on their feed, and they're like, and even if they don't unsubscribe, if they don't click on that ASMR video because they're not interested, it'll push me down in the YouTube algorithm. Because, well, based on what I hear, because what I hear is that basically the YouTube algorithm keeps track of how many, like basically they will suggest someone your video. So like an existing subscriber, they'll suggest your new video to them, and if they don't click on it, then the YouTube algorithm is like, oh, okay, so people don't actually want to watch this video, you know? So I have to be careful about, you know, like posting shit that people aren't interested in, but, and I have to be careful not to be too careful about that, which is weird, I know, but basically I have to also experiment a lot to learn what I want to make, and, you know, what will do well, and how much variety can I post, and, so basically as part of that experimentation, I am going to be starting to post on that other channel to see if that affects my video performance at all, and to see if I like doing that, and blah 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 blah. It's just, I'm just trying it out, basically, so. Why am I so peppy? How come I'm so peppy? I'm like, I thought I was gonna be really fucking tired today, and it's almost noon. And like, usually by noon I'm fucking exhausted. Like yesterday by 10 I was exhausted. Did I like get actual sleep? Like what's going on here? I don't know. But I can't stop talking. And I know you guys don't care, hopefully, cause you're still watching, so that's nice. Not that there's ever any pressure to watch. I can't stop talking. So, I won't. Anyway, let me get a sip of soda. I might be done. Spat some soda out by accident. So I might be actually talking too much, because my throat is getting super, like, scratchy. And, so that's another reason why I should probably end the stream in 20 minutes, but can't stop, won't stop, says Korgoth. Yeah! We're in hyper bear mode, apparently. But that's another thing I like about these ASMR videos, is because some people like ASMR videos that don't have any talking in it, right? So, first of all, that means less social energy expenditure for me if I don't feel like being social, you know, like, talking. That I could just make a video that doesn't have talking in it. And it just has typing sounds and shit. And then the other thing is, well, if I want to talk, I can. You know, if I want to just not shut up for a while, I can do that. And it's like, I'll experiment and I'll figure out what people like to watch. And maybe I can do a little variety. Maybe people will watch a variety. Because some people love whispering. Some people love soft-spoken but hate whispering. Some people don't want talking at all in their ASMR. You know, some people might even, like, consider, like usually there's no, like, regular volume. I almost said regular temperature. Regular volume talking. Usually there's none of that in ASMR. But, like, there's no reason why it can't be there. You know? Like, as long as it's still, like, got the core, you know, ideas of, you know, like, just a satisfying and relaxing video. I don't think anyone would, you know... like, I'd have to keep the volume low and, like, intensity level low. But I can do that, usually. You know, if I have to do it for a video, I can. Speaking of which... speaking of the ASMR videos, Baroness, I will be willing to take, requests or, like ideas, essentially, suggestions for ideas for those videos. Like, at some point, like, one idea I want to do is have, like, a shitload of pets of one pattern, one species pattern, and, just, like, pair them up for breeding, you know, and that'll literally be the video. Because I want each video to be self-contained and have, like, like a theme, or, like, a task that we're doing, you know? Because, like, the thing that kinda... Because, like, gaming ASMR... I don't think it would do well if it were just a Let's Play with soft-spoken voice in it. The soft-spoken commentary. You would love the breeding pairs one? Nice. But, like, I don't think, gaming ASMR would do... It might do well if it was just a Let's Play with soft-spoken commentary. But I don't think that's what I want to do, because, first of all, a Let's Play wouldn't work well for kind of an open-ended game like Zanja. And part of that, reason for that, that it wouldn't work well, in my opinion, is that there's no continuity, or, like, you know, I could just only play Zanja when I'm recording ASMR so that there is continuity between the episodes, but that sounds awful to me. I want to be able to play it off stream, or, you know, off content, whatever the fuck. So just having, like, little self-contained episodes, essentially, where each of them has a different idea, and especially if the idea itself sounds interesting in a video title, and you can kind of understand, and the video title can help communicate what's going on, and you don't need the broader context of, you know, how does the game work. You can just, you know, like in a pet sorting video, you don't need to know shit about how the game works. You just need to know, okay, we're sorting the pets by color. Let's vibe, you know? Relaxing collecting in a meta. Oh, dude, that's such a good idea. Just, like, clicking snowflakes. Because I know you guys love to watch me clicking snowflakes. So it's like, that would make a great fucking video. Just like clicking snowflakes and pets and stuff. Oh my lord. People would love that, I think. Probably. Dude, and Ray Call, our fantastic music artist, who created let me give a shout out again. Shout out to Recall Sounds, guys. Follow them, they're fantastic. They do music creation on stream, lots of music production streams. But anyway, they gave me permission to use this music that's playing right now, our just chatting track, on some of my first ASMR videos, and they said, go ahead, monetize it, do whatever, it's your music. And that's just so generous of them, because it's their hard work. So, I just wanted to give a shout out to them, like usual. But yeah, so there is going to be probably a very quiet background track to at least my first video, because I think with the no talking, it's a bit harder to kind of carry the video with just like keyboard sounds, although we'll experiment with that as well. We'll experiment with just some keyboard sounds once and that kind of thing. But yeah, because I know some of you guys at least really like the just chatting track. I mean, you seem to. So that's what I'm gonna probably be doing in my first video. I'll have the just chatting track like very low, very quiet in the background. And then it'll be keyboard click-clacks and mouse clicks and I guess like scroll wheel. Ooh, you know what would be better actually? There's a button I can press on my mouse that changes the scroll wheel. So like here's the... I don't know if you guys can hear the sound. But that's the normal scroll wheel sound for my mouse. Let me see if... Oh wait, that's... That's the clicky one. That's the clicky clacky one. Because here now if I you know, zoom in and out, you guys can't hear it because it's smooth. It's a smoother wheel. Like, you can turn the smoothing on the wheel on or off. Like, the click-clack sound, basically, you can turn it on or off. Yeah, so, I'm not sure if I want that on or off. Hey, my ASMR enjoyers, what do you think? Like Baroness, what do you think? If you could hear the mouse wheel there, would you want the mouse wheel on or off in the ASMR, do you think? I can make another sample video and send it or something, but, yeah, now I'm debating. Do I want the, like, smooth mouse wheel that you can't hear, or do I want the kind of sounding one? Where when I scroll a bunch, it makes that kind of, like, noise. Not sure which I should do. You could do some tests? Yeah, here, why don't I, well, actually, kind of, when I end the stream, I kind of want to go straight to just recording ASMR, but, hey, buddy, hey. But, like, can I click on the tin? There we go. I could send you some samples or something, or like maybe I'll just do it with the scroll wheel on in my first video, and you guys, after you watch it, for whoever watches it, you can let me know if you liked it or if you want it quiet on the next video, or like we can compare with the next video or something like that. You know, something like that. Is that a regular one? I think that was common. I don't know. Oh. Dude, I'm like so glad I have this idea though. Because this is like such a good fit for me, I think. And I think it's content that people will really enjoy. Especially because like you don't have to be a virtual pet fan or know what games I'm playing to get the appeal of it, right? You know, because virtual pets, it's cute, it's cozy. Even if you don't play them. You know, like, even if you don't even know that the web-based ones exist, it's just cute and cozy, right? And a lot of people like that. Is this guy just AFK here getting owned by a golem? Should I watch? Should we watch? Or should I help him? I think I'm gonna watch, and then if he starts to, like, die, then we'll help. Alright. He's just getting beat on. I guess he's AFK. Oh, okay, he's back. Okay, we're good. I just had to watch. I had to see what was going on there. He was probably AFK. Or like chatting, maybe he was talking to a friend on Discord or something. Hi. Hi. Bye. He's just like, you just watched me? You just sat there and watched me while I was getting beat up by a golem? I'm like, yeah. Yeah, I did. Oh, that was funny. He just kept getting punched slightly. Just a little bitty, slap. Little bitty, chunky hand. Going on his face right there. Little bitty chonker. Big chunkus, big slab of rock. Oh my lord. Hey, somebody else is streaming Albion. They get, so like, they have this content creators program for Albion Online where like when you stream, I guess, I don't know if it's just like when you go live that always happens, but like I think sometimes, I think it's just sometimes you get like shoutouts in the game when you go live with Albion or whatever, which is very interesting. Also then at that point you can like offer people drops for watching your channel, which is neat. I would like to do that at some point. But I think probably, I don't think I'll probably get into the creators program until I actually do some PvP. Or at least like more fighting and not just fucking chatting with harvesting and stuff. But I do enjoy this, so I'll do what I feel like, and we'll see if that's the kind of content creators that they're looking for, I guess. Oh my gosh. I really am quite surprised how well I'm feeling today. It's bizarre, but I'm not complaining at all. I'm very happy about it. You know what? Fingers crossed that this is me coming out on the other side of that med change, and that I'm just gonna, you know, feel good now. See, I laugh because, like, I still don't believe that that's what's gonna happen, or like that that's what's happening now at least. But eventually, like one day I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna feel good. And then the next day I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna feel good. And then the day after that and the day after that, and it's like, huh, okay, I guess I can relax now. You know, at some point I will feel better, probably, hopefully. I certainly hope so. I certainly do hope. I really do just want to feel normal again. For more than like an hour at a time. Because the meds that I am taking to help with that, they do help. But it's like, you know, like evenings have been really hard. But like again, it's like, it's almost noon. I'm quite surprised that I'm not doing worse than I am. And I'm gonna take advantage of this moment that I'm in when I feel good, right? You didn't get any bonus titanium. What a scam. I wish we had a rock hammer so I could get that pink rock. See, after I've been, like, talking so much for so long, it's kind of like these moments of... The brief moments of silence are like, I'm like, oh shit, this is different. Like, it's really weird when I go from, like, talk, to just, like, even, like, a few seconds of silence, because it feels strange. It's different, right? It's different. And it's not different necessarily in a bad way, it's just like, I'm like, oh, something has changed. It's funny. Let us take some uncommon pine logs, shall we? Today's stream has been good so far, though. I've had fun. I think once we wrap up, I'm going to... Do I want lunch? I think maybe lunch right before ASMR isn't a good idea, because I'll end up being like, you know, I'll end up like clearing my throat a lot, and nobody wants that like right in the middle of a quiet moment, right? Nobody wants... Well, like, and especially because I'm using a different, you know, noise filter type thing for these videos, so it's like... It picks up a lot more of the, like, you know, kind of noises, like, and that's gonna be really distracting. And not, like, what I'm trying to capture. Like, especially mouse sounds, right? Or, like, you know, clearing my throat or, like, swallowing. Like, if you're... Like, I have some ASMR artists whose videos I watch where, like... Well, okay, one. Who I watch... who has a really powerful mic that captures a lot of mouse sounds and, like, swallowing sounds. And that just, like, various things that happen when you're, like, just sitting there talking and shit. Haha, mine. I mean, you can have some too, I guess. But I will also take some. But yeah, so, like... but I'm so used to hearing them that they've actually kind of become, like, a comfort because I associate it with her content, right? But, like, not everyone has that. And especially since a lot of you guys aren't, like, avid ASMR watchers, I want to avoid unnecessary noises as much as possible because I know those can make people uncomfortable if they're not, like, really used to them or don't enjoy them. So I'm trying to stay away from unnecessary, like, mouse sounds or whatever. But I still need to capture, like, mouse clicking, keyboard click-clacks, and I think I'm gonna adjust the position of my mic a little bit compared to the last sample that I recorded because it wasn't capturing my mouse very well. It wasn't capturing my mouse clicks very well, and I think those are, like, really satisfying noises. Like keyboard sounds ASMR, very popular. Mouse clicking ASMR, very popular. Writing with a pen or pencil, very popular. Because those kinds of sounds, people just find soothing. It's like these repetitive, soft... well, I guess keyboard click-clacks aren't usually soft, depending on what kind of keyboard you got. But, like, you know what I mean? Like, these repetitive sounds, kind of rhythmic, sometimes. People often really like those and find them like soothing background sound, which is essentially what I'm trying to do, is just provide that like soothing background sound with like the actual like pet sorting. I don't know if I would say it's like it's probably a secondary element, but it's not like a background element, if that makes sense. Like, I think it's an important element, the actual, like, pet sorting, because people do find that kind of, like, the actual, like, act, like, it's kind of a repetitive act in itself, right? Or, like, you're just kind of moving stuff around and, like, finding a place for it, and that in itself is soothing to people. Right? Like, the visual of that can be soothing to people. You know? So, yeah. Alright, our, what, pork pie? It's almost gone. Got like 10 more seconds on it. We might be able to grab this titanium. Yeah, we'll be able to grab this titanium. That on, so see if we can get like one more piece of ore and then we'll call it for the day, maybe. Oh man, I wish I could get that one. Oh, they took it. They took my wood. Hey, there's a treasure chest down this way. We're not gonna get the treasure chest. But, now that we're done with our pie and stuff, I am going to, say goodbye to you guys. So, no raid today. I just don't fucking feel like it. Like, raiding, fun. Well, actually, okay. Let me check if any of my moodies are on. Let me check if any of my moodies are streaming. What is any of these games? Oh, hey, Rose is streaming. Guys, let's raid let's raid Rose. Rose. Right. Alright, so you guys have fun, okay? I'll talk to you later. Shoutouts to Korgoth Canoe and Lord of the TV who are supporting me on Patreon. Right? Have fun at the raid!